What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror comedy. Today we're going to talk about a film. Well, I reviewed the sequel to this like 2 years ago, and I totally forgot to go back and review the first one, so we're going to do it now. Today we're going to talk about Zombieland. It was released October 2nd, 2004, directed by Ruben Fleischer, who did other films like he would do the sequel Zombieland Double Tap, but then he also did Uncharted, Venom, and Gangster Squad. It was had a budget of $23.6 million, and yeah, it was a smash hit when it came out. So this is a horror comedy where a young adolescent teen basically is struggling to survive in a zombie apocalypse, and he basically starts off as like a how-to survival guy, basically to survive it. And as he starts traveling around trying to find food and everything like that just to survive, he comes across Woody Harrelson, who plays a guy who is a maniac and a crazy killer of zombies, and they team up and start taking it all on. He also loves Twinkies and everything, and yeah, so they go on this road trip, and they're two very different types of people. So it's always a good bicker back and forth things and stuff like that. And then they come across Emma Stone, who plays a girl who is also trying to survive, obviously, and stuff. And they get stuck on this road trip with her friend too, and the four of them go on this crazy road trip where basically they bond as friends and basically become a family and a good fighting machine while coming across familiar faces, zombie forms, and all. Overall, this film was entertaining. It has a lot of great zombie special effects, makeup, and everything, and it was shot really well. Yeah, it was obviously acted really well. Woody Harrelson steals the show in this. There's a good cameos and stuff where they basically steal the scenes and everything they're in. And yeah, so if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and for the most part, though, it's your standard zombie action movie for the most part, with some like tongue-in-cheek humor mixed in with it. Some of the side characters dynamics I don't think mesh well with the two main characters that we follow, and eventually they improved this in the sequel, but for this one, it does make an amusing. They have some amusing character arcs in it, but overall, it doesn't really. Some of them don't mesh too well. I thought it was kind of like quickly put in there for more references and stuff like that. But yeah. Also, the story is pretty typical. There's not much really new brought to the table or anything, for example. But yeah, it does have your typical zombie stuff, but like it's no different than watching like Shaun of the Dead or something like that. That one I'd say is even funnier than this. This one definitely has quite the following still, even though there's only two. And I know a lot of people watch this like yearly and stuff, but for me, I thought it was just standard. It's a good popcorn flick with some pretty good chuckles and stuff. But once you see it once or twice, they kind of get it's not really rewatchable as much. So overall, I'm gonna give Zombieland a 3.5 out of 5. It was good and entertaining, but after seeing it like 2 or 3 times, it kind of gets stale, in my opinion. And yeah, but that might just be for me how I feel about it. You might feel different. It's streaming on Netflix right now, and I'm pretty sure it's on Tubi. I might, if I could find it's streaming somewhere for free, I'll link it down below. But if not, I'll link the trailer down below. I'll also link down below is my Instagram. That's where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. I share the film time hashtag and subgenre film hashtag, so you're aware of it. Also, my letterbox down below, Derek P reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films. And my Twitter's down below, reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms, stay in with this channel. Like this video, share it to more people, aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below, and let me know which Zombieland film is your favorite. Also, if you have any films or film franchises in any genre I want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together. And also so you hear my opinions on popular films, so come out classic films and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to tune in ring that bell because the next review we're going to review a new vampire movie, Children of the Night. It's a British World War II movie, so it should be interesting, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, we'll be talking about that in the next review. So make sure you tune in for that. Watching for all those zombies trying to take all your Twinkies and everything. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.